Howdy folks, I hope you're doing well. For those of you that are subscribed to the channel, you know that at the end of the videos I ask, if there's something you would like to see me cover, please let me know. Well, in this one, we're going to cover what's been the most requested comparison video, and that's for Zen's release of Williams' Star Trek The Next Generation. First, we'll get into the history of the series, then the history of the table. The VHS recordings that you're watching here are the promo for the premiere of The Next Generation and the TNG premiere that was broadcast on WPIX in New York City. It was my local station when the series premiered on September 28, 1987. Unfortunately, I can't include links to these as these are part of my personal collection. As many fans of the series know, there were a few missteps in the first few years, like not giving Denise Crosby's Tasha Yar enough to do, or not asking Gates McFadden back due to the fact that she was pushing back on questionable stories and plot lines. But after a few seasons, TNG finally got off the ground. By the fifth season, the show had reached almost 12 million viewers weekly, and the series finale in 1994 was watched by over 30 million viewers. All of this while being a syndicated series. The success of The Next Generation spawned multiple books, movies, and additional series which us Star Trek nerds are still watching today. Moving on to the table itself, the footage that you're watching here is from the original Williams promo video, as well as some gameplay from Home Leisure Direct in the UK. Home Leisure's table includes blade art, which was not originally included with the table. The links to those videos can be found in the description below. According to Pinside and the Pinball database, Williams' Star Trek The Next Generation was released in November 1993. Its wide-body design came courtesy of Steve Ritchie, and many of his fans consider Star Trek The Next Generation to be his best work. For the game, Ritchie enlisted the entire cast of The Next Generation, also including Majel Barrett and John DeLance, to reprise his role as Q. The Next Generation would go on to sell 11,728 units. It was the last pinball machine to sell in the 5-digit range. According to an interview with Ritchie, a longtime Star Trek fan, he stated that getting the license from Paramount was a challenge due to them insisting that they did not want any violence in the game. However, he told them he would never violate the Prime Directive, and eventually they came around. According to the IPDB, its notable features are 3 flippers, 3 pop-up bumpers, 3 ramps, 2 3-bank stand-up targets, 1 spinning target, 4 cellar holes with 1 blocked by a drop target, a left lane kickback, 2, 3, 4, or 6 multi-ball, and an unlimited buy-in per player if it was enabled by the operator. Williams also received a patent via this table for the below-the-playfield pinball delivery system. When it comes to digital releases of the table, it was available on the Pinball Arcade across multiple systems until the licensing was pulled on June 30th, 2018. It was then released on Pinball FX on August 24th, 2023. The last official release was on the Legends 4K pinball machine on September 19th, 2024. An unlicensed version of the table can be found on VPX. Man, that was a lot. Was it too much? Please let me know in the comments. If you haven't seen these before, here's the drill. First, I'm going to start with the FX pinball version from Steam via OTG, then the ALP 4K release. Everything is shot in 4K at 60 frames per second, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut until gameplay is complete. One thing I wanted to note is I recorded the footage of the OTG gameplay prior to upgrading my 4K to the latest firmware release. You know, that one that broke OTG. I went a little scorched earth on that subject. The video for that should be popping up right about now if you're curious. Speaking of curiosity, if you want to know about the PC that I'm using, it's a custom build that I put together in February 2024 from parts that I picked up at Micro Center. I put a part picker link for the machine in the description for any of you geek types that are like me that are interested in knowing what's going on underneath the hood. As it's only one table that we're going to be checking out today, I'm going to let the gameplay run just a little bit longer than I usually do. And with that, I'll let Admiral Picard do the honors.
Engage.
Enterprise, the board have entered Federation space. Intercept immediately. Ask me on the hour.
Course laid in, sir. Engage. Sir, a strange object is dead ahead. On screen. magnified.
Immediately after the AtGames.
Course weight insert. Engage.
The kickback is ready. Cruising at 1 factor 2. Sensors are picking up a distortion in the space-time continuum.
Crystals have been collected.
It seems silly to ask since it's been out for so long, but what did you guys think? I'll start with the Pinball FX version. I find it to be as hard to play as the original physical machine did back in the day. For me, this one was always a money sucker. It's just as bad as the Addams Family, if not more. It plays really fast and I'm glad I own it on Steam versus having to plunk quarters in every time I play. It would be nice if we got a little bit more of the play area like we do in the ALP 4K version. I don't know if it's the wide body design of the table that they're trying to recreate here, but seeing so much of the lockdown bar in the front really drives me crazy. I've tried to adjust it out via the views, but I just can't find that sweet spot without cutting off more of the outer playfield areas. For the ALP 4K version, obviously it sounds much better since I have the SSF kit installed. I find the colors of the playfield to be a bit brighter and they just seem to pop a little bit more. We get more of the playfield here, which is great, but it comes at a huge sacrifice since this one only runs at 1260 and it really shows, especially in the flyby here. You can see where the ALP 4K version really takes a hit. It just looks janky, right? I mean, you can't read some of the writing in places, and if you look at it closely, you can see a lot of jagged edges in the models and on the ramps. There's no way around it. The resolution just sucks here. Zen could have done a better job rendering this table, especially since they're hitting us for $15 for it. Lastly, to me, it seems like the ALP 4K version plays a little bit slower. I don't know if that's actually the case, but it seems like my games last a little bit longer playing on the ALP 4K versus playing the Pinball FX version on Steam. So what did you guys think of my assessment? Am I spot on? Somewhere in the middle? Flat out wrong? Feel free to hit me up in the comments and let me know. Well, I guess that's it for this one, folks. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down, subscribe, and give me another shot. If there's anything you'd like to see me cover, please let me know. If there's anything you'd like me to change or think I could do better, again, please let me know. If you hung out to the end, thank you for sticking around. I just want to say I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And as always, stay safe, be well, and take care.